We have a large team of 10 investment professionals. If you think about the 4 lead portfolio managers, their average experience is 28 years per person. And the other important aspect of the lead portfolio managers is they're all experts in their own field. So if you think about the subsectors within fixed income, whether that's credit, whether that's government bonds or cash, we have experts in those fields. Now, that supports our portfolios across the board in that we're able to select the best trade ideas from each one of those subsectors based off those very experienced individuals, which ultimately supports the portfolio performance across all of our portfolios. So a big differentiator to the way we manage money at Pendal Fixed Income is our top-down process and our active de-risking and re-risking of our portfolios based on our unique top-down process. That unique top-down process combines our qualitative view, our quantitative models, and technical analysis. Now, a qualitative view is the view within the team. We obviously assess information on a daily basis and we come up with a qualitative view, whether we're bullish or bearish. Our quant models, very unique in that what we're trying to do with the quant models is determine the direction of asset classes. Are bond yields going up or down? Are credit spreads going higher or lower? Are equities going higher or lower? Commodities. Now you may say, well, why are you actually focusing on equities and commodities if you're a fixed income guy? Well, the reason is what we're trying to achieve via our quant models is, are different asset classes giving us a bias to direction, i.e., it's a risk-off scenario or it's a risk-on scenario. And if there's multiple sectors or asset classes giving the same direction, it gives us greater confidence in our results. And then finally, the technical analysis. So technical analysis, are we range trading or are we trending? And what the technical analysis does, it supports us with our entry and exit levels of our trades. So combining the qualitative view, the quantitative results, and the technical analysis, basically that drives our process of, are we bullish or bearish markets, and therefore de-risking and re-risking. And that, from my perspective, is a real differentiating factor relative to our peer group. I've had a passion for investing since I was a teenager, and that stemmed from my father's passion, quite similar, and our countless discussions that we had when I was a youngster. And that led me to my undergrad degree in finance and then ultimately my master's in finance. I've been in markets for about 30 years, so 3 decades, it's a long, long time. And if I think about the roles that I've had, I started off as an assistant portfolio manager, learning the ropes. I've had dealing roles, I've had credit analysis roles, and then ultimately portfolio management responsibility. So I've been a portfolio manager for about 20 years. And not only do I manage vanilla fixed income portfolios, but I also manage sustainable fixed income portfolios. And I've been managing sustainable fixed income funds for the last 15 years as well. It's been a long and rewarding career. And I have to say, I'm really proud of what I've been able to achieve in relation to the portfolio performance and meeting my performance objectives since inception. And secondly, and importantly, is what we're doing on the environmental and social side. The Pendal Sustainable Australian Fixed Income Fund is quite a popular product. It's basically designed for investors who are after Australian fixed income exposure. The aim of the portfolio is to outperform the Australian bond benchmark, while also seeks investments that target social and environmental outcomes. It's one of the few Australian fixed income products that focus on sustainability in Australia. A touching story based on some of the projects that we're involved in is in relation to a brother and sister called Steve and Kerry. They've had cerebral palsy since birth. Basically, it's a permanent movement disorder and they require 24/7 support. So their parents obviously looked after them for all their living years. Unfortunately, a few years ago, the parents passed away. So you can imagine how desperate scenario that is for Steve and Kerry. Now, one of the projects that we're involved in actually built a purpose-built home for them that is wheelchair accessible and is fully staffed. So you can imagine their lives now relative to what potentially could have happened to them. So to be involved in a project like that, where we're really supporting the underserved in society, people who are struggling in society, and not to the detriment of performance for the securities that we invest in, it's quite a powerful way to deploy capital. And you can see that, from an investor's perspective, from my perspective, my client's perspective, it's a powerful way for them to deploy their own money and invest.